What's going on YouTube? Kevonmoore here, back with another little video. And I want to make this video quick, short, nice and easy, because it's not something that I come on my YouTube channel and talk about, nor do I promote, yet I'm extremely proud. You understand? I'm extremely proud. Okay, so as you can see from the title, it's like an ethnic tag, and I'm going to make another one of these videos when I get some, some equipment, like a camera, a laptop, some a video editing software and all those things. But I wanted to come on here and just talk about just Guyana for a second, and my Guyanese culture and my Guyanese roots, and how I'm Guyanese and why I personally choose to identify with my Guyanese culture. Disclaimer: I was born here in America. Point blank period, bro. I was born here in America, right there in the Bronx, in Jacoby Hospital. Point blank period. I was made in Guyana. See, my father met my mother Scott, and they meet on a plane going to GT Scott, and I was made over there. But I was born here in America, so I feel like I'm a Guyanese American. You understand? You understand why I talking Scott? Alright, good. So let's just jump into this. How am I Guyanese? Well, even though I was born here in America, my mother's Guyanese, my father's Guyanese. Both of them was born over there, and they came over here later on in life. You understand? My grandmother and my grandfather on my mother's side, they both Guyanese, born and raised. My grandmother and my grandfather on my father's side was both born and raised in Guyana. And my great grandparents on my mother's side, my great grandfather and my great grandmother were both born in Guyana, born and raised. And on my father's side, I don't know too much about my great grandparents on his side, but I do know that they were born in Guyana. So down to my great grandparents on both sides, they were born in Guyana, raised in Guyana. Even my mother and my father, but they came here at like a young age. I think my mother came to America when she was about 3 years old, but then went back to Guyana and then came back over here. And my father was born over there, and he came over here around like 8 and 9, but then went back to Guyana and then came back here. So I'm a product of basically Guyanese people for generations. I'm the first generation born here in America. So other than that, how I was raised culturally is extremely West Indian, it's extremely Guyanese. See what I'm saying? I was raised on rice and peas and cook up rice and chana and chow mein. I was raised on soca. I was raised on chutney. I was raised, well, not so much a chutney, but just beer soca, you know what I'm saying? I was raised around certain language and certain talkings, you know what I'm saying? I was raised around hearing, buddy, what going on? You know what I mean? What going on, soldier man? Who scunted this in front of me? Now take your eyes and pass me. I was raised on all of those Guyanese sayings. See what I'm saying, buddy? And it's like my accent. I don't really put my accent on for like the camera and YouTube, because I feel like not too many people will I wouldn't say that you guys wouldn't understand, because at the end of the day it's still English. But I feel like when it comes to YouTube, it's like that I put on my accent when I'm around Caribbean people. And when I'm talking to myself in the camera, it's you know what I'm saying? You might hear it within certain words, but for the most part, oh, now they want to move the skirt. Fucking take the eyes and pass me, buddy. But at the same time, it's you know what I mean? I am extremely proud of my Guyanese culture, of my Guyanese heritage. You understand what I'm saying, buddy? And it's just facts. Point blank period. I love being Guyanese. And I don't want my roots and my culture to ever get mixed up, and I just, me personally, I love my roots. I love my culture. I love the fact that I'm a Guyanese American youth. You feel me? And I have vivid memories of going to Guyana when I was a kid. I remember walking through the house there. And I remember walking through all them fucking beads, Scott. I remember those things. And I was in Guyana, as a matter of fact, what year is it? This is 2020, right? Alright, good. So I think I was in Guyana last in 2014 or 2013. So maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So I can remember actually being there, landing in Georgetown. I remember, I just remember the place, you know what I'm saying? I remember the place, I remember the people them, I remember all the food, I remember all the fucking little language, Scott. I remember a lot of things about Guyana. I don't talk about it much. I should talk about it a lot more. But I remember certain things from GT. You feel me? Now take your eyes and pass me. You understand what I'm saying, buddy? I know certain things. I know, Granger and all them fucking things there. You know what I mean? I know about coffee. The statue of coffee. I know a little bit of the Guyanese anthem, the national anthem. I know, very small. I still learn in Scott, and I'm not perfect, but I love my culture. I love my roots. I love my heritage. I love the dal. I grew up on dal puri. I grew up on chana. I grew up on roti, vegetable chow mein. I grew up on pepper pot. I grew up on bread, mithai, cheese straw, pine tart. If you Guyanese, you know about all them things that what I just named. I grew up on soca, some chutney here and there. I'm saying I grew up around the culture. I grew up around the individuals. I grew up around the history. I grew up around the language. I grew up on Barris Hammond. I grew up on Taris Riley. I grew up on Sizzler, Buju Banton. I grew all of those anything. Yo, listen, man. I's a real Guyanese American youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm still American, yes. Still American. At the same time, I love being Guyanese. That's just facts, point blank period. And I actually want to take this camera, or when I go buy, a new camera, I want to take this camera and go to GT because I have a lot of ideas in regards to showing Guyana in like a different light. You see what I say in the body? I know Georgetown, I know about Linden, I know about Berbice, I know about East Coast, Demerara, where my family them is from, countryside. You know what I'm saying? I know about all those things the body. You see why I'm talking, Scott? So it's like appreciate your culture. Even though yes, I am American, but I know for a fact that I'm Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me I'm not a Guyanese. You know what I'm saying? Can't none of y'all motherfuckers tell me that I'm not the fucking Guyanese, man. See what I'm saying, soldier man? You know what I mean? I know about sit down there and gaff and all that thing their body. Alright, but listen. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, Scott. See what I'm talking? But yeah, man, big up the whole GT, man. Georgetown, Linden, Berbice, Essequibo, where else, Bartica. Yo, man, big up GT, man. Big up GT, you know what I'm saying? One love, man. One love in this mother's content, buddy. Alright, time for me to go because I see enough people is walking at me, Scott, and I get this sheer fucking vex. And people is really taking their fucking eyes and passing me straight. Alright? Sub to the channel in your mother's content, buddy. Bless.